took down your contact information. Should I try and get everyone's phone numbers and names, and then we can loop in from there?
These people live how many hours away?
I live 2.5 hours away.
I don't mind so much. I'm an hour away. I can come back in. But I don't know that they can drive up again.
Okay. Are you closer to Toronto? Where are you located?
No.
I'm in Essex County. I'm closer to Toronto.
We're so far away from Toronto in so many ways.
And
I would like to specifically ask Mr. Bentley, what is the difference between people who don't want wind turbines near their homes in comparison to people that are refusing to have these gas plants in their backyards in Oakville and in Mississauga? I would like to see what his explanation is of that.
okay.
Mr. Bentley came out and said the difference is the fact that supposedly gas plants are more polluting. Then why is he relocating gas plants again in rural Ontario?
Yeah. So you spoke
Okay,
to.
so what's the difference between that?
Okay, let me just go grab a piece of paper. Okay, and then I'll take down all your information, and we want to make sure to stay in touch after this.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay.
Well, why isn't he making any efforts at all? That's the other question too.
I'm sorry, out of this office, we just deal with, constituent matters unrelated to his role as the Minister of Energy, and I don't know what kind of conversations you've had with the ministry, so I can follow up with them myself to ensure that you get some sort of response, okay?
That would be helpful.
Yeah, I'll do what I can. I don't know what's happened before now, okay? How's that?
Helpful. So,
They're rolling their eyes.
yeah, they're rolling their eyes.
No doubt.
I want him to see my face.
Yeah. Where's the police officers?
Which one is Muriel?
I'm Muriel.
Muriel?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll get all of the rest of your names too, okay? And I'll put together a list and make sure that some
Okay,
ministry follows up.
when I put my name on the list,
Some sort of communication from the ministry.
and that communication is going to tell me essentially what, do you think?
I don't know yet, but if anything, they're there to listen to your concerns.
Yeah, well, they're listening to they haven't listened so far, so what's the difference here except to fluff me off?
Well, I can't speak to what they're gonna say yet. The first step is to try and to get your message out there.
We've been trying I've been trying for 6 years now.
Yeah, but now you're here in this office and we have contacts within the ministry that I can follow up with and make sure that you get the response that you want, okay?
How soon?
Well, that means taking down the
I'm
turbines.
gonna do it as soon as possible.
You know the response that I want? I want the turbines to be taken down. I want them to stop.
And you can relay that message when you hear back from the ministry, because they are the ones responsible for that portfolio, and we handle constituent matters in this office. Okay?
So when you're prorogued, what do people do?
We still have people in
the
Lynn
problem
West
is
that
the
have
projects
issues that come to us.
the projects are still being approved. Well, everything's prorogued. Everything still happens.
Yeah.
We have no access to the energy minister during legislature. We have no access to him at any events or anything. He's not speaking to us in that sense.
We
He's
send
inaccessible.
information to him via email, via phone calls,
And
via letters, and he doesn't respond.
We have a Ministry of Environment, which has
Didn't you just come in?
We did.
these two women want to
And
speak.
these two
I want you
ladies
to
would
see my
like to.
face, Mr. Bentley.
So what we just said, the first part, we just spoke with three of you, I think.
Yeah, my
and just
husband.
agreed to set up a meeting. And so it was only about 10 minutes ago that we said.
That's right.
we were
Came in
gonna
to
set up
support
I'm
a-
us.
local.
That's why.
I'm an hour away.
Okay.
These two women are 2.5 hours away
Yeah.
down in Chatham, Kent, where there are lots of turbines, and they're in their backyards.
Yeah.
So if you haven't spoken to somebody who's negatively affected by wind turbines, now's your chance, because I don't believe you have.
I've got an afternoon worth of constituency matters. We're going to set up a meeting, as I told you.
But
we
how
would.
is
Are
that
you willing
gonna
to go
help
down
these
and visit
ladies?
them then?
Will
We'll
you go and
arrange,
visit?
and we'll make sure everybody involved gets the meeting. But I'm in the middle of a constituency afternoon with people that are about to come in. I've made appointments. So what we will do is we'll take down your information. We're going to take down your information, and whoever else is here, and we'll figure out a time, as I said I would, to meet.
So
Okay.
explain to me, I'd like to know from you, why do you not believe people who are hurting?
We're going to have a conversation and a meeting, okay?
I want to know now because I'm not going to be able to come.
We're going to have a conversation and a meeting.
Can
I'm just
you-
in the middle of,
Can you go down to Chatham, Kent?
I'm just
visit her?
going to set up a meeting and a conversation, and we'll figure out how it works, okay?
But
just as I said, I would
are
like
you, are you
10.
wanting her to drive back up
Look,
here again? I'm
I'm
just
sorry.
saying, where?
These
I'm
ladies.
just going to continue the work that I have with some afternoon constituents, as we said we would 10 minutes ago when you were here with some
That's
other
fine
people.
with us.
Okay.
With
You were
us,
gonna set
but
up a
these
meeting,
people are
what about
further
these
away.
ladies?
And you can notify other people and we'll figure out
If need be,
how
we
to
can set up
accomplish
So in other words, I
Okay.
have to haul back up.
Okay,
Yeah, from
well, thank you very
Chatham.
much, but I had an afternoon worth of stuff that I've got to do, so for
Well,
my
I want
local,
you,
and this
I
is
want
my
you
constituency
to, I want
office.
you to check out this website. I want you to go
Okay.
on to also
Joyce, can
the
I will
you?
take down all this
information.
information.
I want you
Can
to,
you take the
I want you
information?
to read peer-reviewed data
Mhm.
that says, that shows that there is an effect.
Mental
So-
health, physical health.
So Joyce will take down the information and
again,
we'll do what I said
A
we would do
small,
before,
a
okay?
small question, why don't you believe that there are people hurting? Please
So we'll
answer
have
me now.
We're gonna have a conversation about all the issues.
Why can't you
because
answer
I
me
have a-
now, Mr. Bentley?
Because I'm just in the middle
Why
of some
can't you
stuff.
answer me now? You've spent 5 minutes here
Yeah.
talking to me. That also takes a 2-minute, not even a 2-minute
Thanks
answer.
very
5
much.
seconds.
We base all of our approaches on the best medical evidence possible.
You
So-
have a new
Medical
one.
evidence does
Nisenbaum,
not include
Armani.
talking to people who
Yeah,
are
you
being
do not- You
affected.
do not need to.
That's the
okay.
problem.
It's okay, Joyce.
Mr. Bentley, you see my eyes?
You still
I'm
don't
being
wanna-
affected. There are people around me
You
being
don't wanna give us
affected.
your information?
Yes,
Yes,
you
I'll
can
give you
have.
my information, but I want a simple
gonna go back to
answer.
the
Why
work that I
don't
have
you
to
want to
do.
believe
I'm
these
gonna go back to
people?
the work, and Joyce, if you could take down the
Yeah.
information.
Yeah,
Thank you.
gladly.
Thank you
Thanks
very
for the
much.
slough off, the general
Thank
slough
you.
off by
Thank
the
you.
Have a look at me
liberals.
too. My home is ruined because of
But I
your
will take down your
wind,
information.
wind energy
We used to
scam.
vote liberal.
My
Joyce.
family
Yeah.
doesn't
Okay.
sleep.
If you could take
My
down the
family
information as
doesn't
well.
sleep.
Thank you very much.
We,
Thank you.
Oh, we don't
Thank you.
thank you.
We don't thank you at
don't
all, sir.
Thank you.
We don't thank,
We don't thank you.
Okay,
All right.
so what's your name? So even if you can't make it to Toronto, we can set up a phone call. from the
Toronto?
ministry office.
We couldn't meet here, even?
Or here, we need to figure out the approach. I need
Okay.
to talk to your staffers
Okay.
there, okay? So even if you can't, leave your city for whatever reason, then we can still set up some sort of conversation. We're not ruling anything out.
Okay,
But right now, this afternoon is booked for.
that's fine. But, for me, that's fine to drive into London. These
And me
two,
also.
I think something, maybe even Windsor, if he's ever down that away.
well, see what you get. See what you get. They always throw it back in your face, like, aren't you gonna give us your information? Don't you want us to get back to you? You never do. You just give us fluff. You don't answer our questions, like you didn't want to answer the questions there.
No, that was pretty
You see
scary.
my eyes? I don't sleep at night. Because people like you are promoting green energy.
Not,
Ma'am, I'm
Because-
gonna have to ask you to leave now, okay? You've been given the request to leave, you were given the request.
I'm writing my
I'm
contact
writing
info.
your contact
Okay.
information,
But
that's what you
don't-
asked for.
Don't get mad at her. She's
No,
not
I'm
done anything
explaining
wrong.
things to her.
It's
How
not
do you
right.
dare ask me
Get
not to
on
get mad when you
with her.
shove those goddamn things up my ass
We're
end?
gonna
We are
have a
living
meeting.
with horror in our backyards,
We're-
and yet you just stand
We're
there and
gonna have
say
a
nothing.
meeting. We're gonna have a meeting.
How,
and
why
talk
don't
about
you?
them.
Yeah, talk and do what?
We should have
Can you
had a
take them
meeting a
down?
while ago.
But you wanted a meeting. and
Take
you
them
got a
down,
meeting.
take them down.
But we're gonna have a meeting, so we're getting the contact information, but don't get mad at the staff.
Okay.
It's not right to get mad at the
I am
staff.
trying to inform your
They're just trying
staff.
to do their job. This is my
Hey, I'm trying to do
constituency
my
office.
job too.
This is my
You try and
constituency
do my
office.
job when you don't get any sleep.
This is my constituency office. I have work to
We
do for my
understand that,
constituents.
Mr. Bentley.
And my
You're not
ministry-
listening to what I'm asking.
ministry
I asked
is
for a simple
downtown.
question,
She's only asking a simple question.
and I asked
we're
you
gonna
for a
have that
simple answer,
discussion.
and you refused to answer me.
Well, thank
Why?
you.
What
We're gonna have
is
to
it?
talk.
What
We're
is
gonna
it
have
about
a-
people? Is it because
We're
of the
gonna
way
have a
I'm getting
discussion about
upset?
this.
The fact that you don't believe me? Is that the reason
I
why?
need you to finish writing and leave.
Is that the
so I
reason
can get
why?
on with
Why
my
can't you answer my
constituency.
question?
We're gonna have a meeting.
Why can't you answer my
You
question?
don't want a meeting anymore.
Why can't you
I guess
answer
you
my
don't.
question?
You don't want a meeting. I
Oh,
thought you
don't
were
do
saying
that,
a meeting.
don't do that.
That's
Thank
ridiculous.
That's
This is
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Thank you.
guys. Okay, so
Me?
you two, and then your last one, right?
Yep. Sure the police officer already has it.
No, they're still
I hope
there.
you throw you in jail. I really do.
Hey, which one? Him?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
her.
Oh, I know. Corruption.
No, I think we're nearly getting thrown in jail. I have to admit, you're doing better than Deb Matthews. She closed her office today. Oops, I put my dad's phone.
Yeah, and then we get trailed by the police.
And we don't mind you guys being here as long as we all conduct ourselves in a civil
Oh,
manner.
give me a break.
Come
civil
on.
manner.
Okay,
let's
How do you,
I'm not-
how can you
I'm not
possibly?
saying that you're not, but as long as we keep it at this level, then we're fine.
Well, I think
okay?
you're implying that
No,
she,
I'm
there were
I'm
not.
You're implying that I'm an uncivilized person. That's
I'm
what you're
not.
saying.
That's not what I meant.
Now, how
That's not
dare
what I
you?
meant.
How dare you?
That's not what I meant.
Well,
okay?
that's what you're
We don't-
implying.
we
That,
And that's
that is
how I
what
took
you
it.
implied.
Planned by, so I can write on here, I'm gonna have a meeting planned by Monday or Tuesday, right? Because that's what he said, Monday or Tuesday.
I guess I
He
put
would
put
get
my
back-
name
he'd
down
get
there
back to
too.
me about
Well, we
plan
have your
one
contact.
Yes,
Or
well,
you
I
asked us
think
to do that.
I should put it down here too.
Well,
to
okay.
be set within a couple weeks. What's the date today?
November 2nd.
November 2nd? Thank you. 2012. Your contact. Oh, jeez, here come the police. Oh, even when we're being good, we're finally being good. See, we already having your contact info taken down.
Hello again.
You're late.
So what do we do now?
What do we do now?
Let's see what these people have to say. What would you like done?
They want us out of here. We're gonna leave. Don't worry. She's
They're
writing
taking
their
their
name.
contact information down and then we'll leave.
Okay.
I'd like to sit and watch this busy afternoon constituents.
I know. I think there's a bunch of them.
That's a good
Because
plan.
he's told us that he has a very busy afternoon with his constituents. So, I don't know.
I haven't seen any come in yet.
Why couldn't we see if they come? Or if he's hiding again?
Yeah, well, that sounds like it's pretty simple.
He made it clear that he'd like to know you.
Yeah, well, because he doesn't want to hear negative now, does he? Does anybody
He didn't want to
hear
answer any
negative?
questions there.
Does anybody want to hear the fact that people
No.
are hurting? And because of your policies that are you implementing in this province?
Can I tell you about something?
I'm going to say a couple things.
When
here.
she's done
Can
writing?
when she's done writing, this lady's going to ask you to leave. I'm going to ask you to leave nicely.
We'll leave. Yeah.
And then that'll be that.
But I'd like to tell you
Yeah,
something.
that's
Sure, go
nice,
ahead.
nice for you.
Okay. In our area, in this is Middlesex, Lambton County, there are people affected already. And there aren't too many turbines up yet, but there's 150 planned just for Middlesex County. I get emails at 2 a.m. in the morning from people who say, I don't feel like going on, because they aren't sleeping. Night after night, they aren't sleeping, and they have to go to work the next morning. They feel I have to live with the fact that people are living on the edge of suicide because of this. It's affecting mental health to that extent. It's very, very scary, and that's put on all our shoulders. I got 2 kids to take care of, and this is my job. Police officers should be out there. You guys should be out there talking to these people. Because it's put on us. I'm just a regular Joe. I have a job. I haven't hardly been able to work because I have to fight this so hard because there's people that are so badly affected. Mm-hmm. And this is common. I know so many people say, yeah, I got some of those emails. I've had some phone calls. There's some people who have committed suicide, and they'll never know if that's why.
Yeah, it's interesting, you know, if you have a noise problem within your neighborhood, some neighbor who has blasting music, I can call the police. And the police can do something. What can I do now? I call the MOE on a regular basis. I get no response back, other than once an MOE officer coming to my home 2 hours later saying, oh, that's no louder than my backyard in the city.
But it's not a pulsing sound, not a
Not a
repetitive
pulsing sound.
24/7 sound.
And because I could hear the high-pitched noise, that MOE officer couldn't. Right, what's the report come back as? That there is no high-pitched noise.
Yeah.
So, in other words, my assessment of the situation is incorrect based on her assessment of the situation.
Do you have the names?
Yeah, you written?
If you
good.
have the names,
No.
then you can provide them to staff here.
Names of who?
Well, whatever names you
Yeah,
want.
so now
Not
you're
the
gonna
people who are
follow
saying
up
they're
on
commit
me
suicide or
and make
anything.
sure that I am blacklisted on your list and have the OPP
Oh,
liaison officer come to my house again.
I've never been
And,
escorted so well in my
no,
life.
We're not going
My
to do that,
goodness.
but I will pass
Yeah,
this
well,
on.
that's what happens.
Yeah.
I will pass this on to the Ministry of Energy.
Take a look at what happens to people's lives.
I don't live with them yet. She does. She lives with them.
Imagine being a mother and your family can't get up.
Your
to go to
husband's
work.
sleeping in the basement.
You don't know where they're sleeping. Keep your damn Kleenex, because I don't want anything from you people. I want my life back. I want my family's health back.
We may look like
Think
we're
about
mad,
it.
we're very mad, but we're also very sad. This kind of stuff really affects us to the
And
core.
it's not just me, and it's not just the other woman who was here. And there are
There's a
more
lot of
going
people.
up by the hundreds. And you have no idea the hell you have brought on people. And that's the message for Mr. Bentley. I know it's not a message for you, but
Don't
I'm
worry,
looking
he's
at
listening.
you in the eye, because maybe
he's hiding
you
in
will
his
see.
office.
Maybe you will see. And instead of your eyes getting bigger, maybe you will realize that it's a real problem. Please, this is not what people do to one another in Ontario. The Ontario I grew up in.
Okay.